Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Saturday Boys, where every day is a Saturday. Come hang out with us as we talk about games, music, movies, all over nice, cold beers. My name is Nick, and today I'm joined by Anthony.
Hello.
Brandon.
Hey.
And Shane.
Hey.
What are we all drinking today, guys?
Gotta pull up real quick, sorry.
Oh, gosh. Never ready. All right, I'll go first. I have it
Never
up.
ready?
I got it. All right, so I'm drinking another Drecker today. Got it at this really cool gas station by us that has a bunch of cool... Oh, no, I actually got this one at that beer and wine shop we went to.
Yeah.
That place was dope. I've never been to a place like that before. It was pretty cool.
Lots of beers.
Lots of beers. But no, they had this Drecker, and it's a IPA, a double IPA called Neon Phenom. You ever see like a beer at all these places? You go into it, and they have like tons of craft beers on the wall, and you're just like, I have no idea what any of this stuff is. And then you see a can, you're like, I like that can. I want to get that because of that can. Yeah, that's what this one is. It just happened to be Drecker, a company we've had a couple of already.
Good can will sell a beer.
Dude, I know, right? I'm a huge fan of the Outrun stuff. I eat that trash up. But it's got the whole like purple to blue. It's got a skull smoking a cigarette or something, and it's got the whole 80s like reminds me of Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Yeah,
it does.
Very Blood Dragon.
Now onto the beer itself. It is a very strong double IPA.
Oh, very
I took a sip of it and went, ooh. It is very
Do you know what alcohol percentage that one is?
it's only 8.4. It's just very strong.
Okay.
It's low. That's why when I took a sip, I was like, oh. The top thing on Untapped, which is the app we use to get a lot of our data and log all of our beers we drink. The first like little taster note on it was just dank. I'm like, okay, I can see that's hoppy and dank.
AF.
Yeah, dank AF. That's true. Yeah. No, it's good. It's just, I grabbed something to palate cleanse because I know I'll need. That's just very strong, very bitter, very. It's got a light citrusy note to it. They put watermelon. I don't get any watermelon in it. It's just a hazy IPA. Yeah.
Looks good.
I'm drinking another 450.
It's like
Shocker.
we find
450, what's that?
Hey, what did you also do on Untapped today?
Oh, I hit my 450th beer.
Yep.
So unique
Hey!
And you used a 450 for your 450.
in a 450 glass.
It was perfect.
But no, I got the Sunburst one. This one's got orange, sweet cherry, strawberry, lemon, and Starburst. Can's got little Starburst.
It
on
smells like
Very cute.
Starburst.
I love that
Tastes
one.
like a
It's so
Starburst,
good.
man. It tastes like a gummy.
Oh.
I enjoy it. Just as good as
Any other
what I would
450?
expect from them. I had a couple misses there, but we're back.
You're
on
back
our
on
winning
two good
streak.
ones here.
Yeah. This last release, the space one, was really good.
It looks super delicious.
I've also got a strawberry bubbly as my palate cleanser.
Yep. Mine's a black cherry Waterloo, Costco special. So.
I think I might have you beat on my chaser.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Or I guess not chaser, but palate cleanser. So for my beer, it's also a Drecker,
Another Drecker.
and it's 100% mosaic hops. It's a double IPA as well. I don't think it's as strong.
Yeah, what's that?
8.3.
8.3? Oh, mine's 0.1 more, surprisingly.
But this one's a similar
mine.
idea, but it's very, very hazy.
Yeah, yours looks more cloudy than mine. Mine is just thick.
Yeah, mine's like, it's got haze for days.
Haze for days.
But it's in a good way. It's really good. Solid IPA.
Nice.
Shane?
So I got something boring. Local classic though.
Hey.
From Santan and Chandler. I got a Moon Juice Galactic IPA. It has Galaxy and Nelson Sauvin, and it's 7.3. I got the tall boy because I'm ready to fucking party,
Dude, I know, right?
Saturday.
Hey,
7.3. I didn't realize.
it's just he has an extra, 8 ounces on all of us, so.
Yeah. He's a big boy.
I didn't realize it was a high percentage. More you know.
Yes, sir.
It's a classic. I like that one.
I know, yeah. I think I've had that up north. There was a thing that I used to go to every couple of years. It was called Made in the Shade Fest up in Flagstaff. It was right south of Flag, and they had a bunch of really cool breweries and stuff. And Santan was out there, and I tried a bunch of their stuff. And have you guys ever been to a beer fest or anything like that?
I've been to one.
Have we been to that one? We went to one in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
There are a couple there. It's I don't know.
We might have done
What was that one?
Oktoberfest.
Because Made in the Shade usually happens in June.
Okay. I
Yeah.
don't think it was June. I don't remember.
But yeah, no, my wife's family have been going to stuff like that all the time. So they like had it like, all right, let's get our pretzel necklaces ready for everything. So you have something to chew on. We got the VIP tickets. So you get an hour early and you get lunch. They have a food truck there.
Nice.
It's if it starts coming back next year, once everything like gets to a bit more normal, we should totally go and do it and talk about it. It'd be a fun adventure for beers. Yeah. Get some VIP passes going.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
Do a podcast in the middle of the fest and have a bunch of people walk by and say random shit.
Yeah,
and
just like
ruin
a
it.
little Zoom podcast. I mean, that's enough time. That it is at the big ass park down there in Flag. So they have the amphitheater. So we could just like pick a shady corner out there and totally do one.
That'd be cool.
If it's still going on, I hope it is. 2020 killed a lot of things, so we'll see.
My soul.
Moving on to the not so important news.
Yeah.
Do.
Right, sir. Cool. So the first one I got, it is woman recovers wallet lost 46 years ago in California.
46 years ago.
46 years ago.
Where'd you find it?
So there was in Southern California, there's a historic theater.
You don't sound like you're talking into it.
No, I mean, okay.
I don't know.
Southern California, where was it? Yeah, the theater, it was discovered inside a crawl space. So, yeah, so.
Okay.
There's
You
one of
lost
the
it in her
employees there.
house?
So that's the thing is I didn't get to read the whole thing. I only got to read it one time through when I was at work today. So
It doesn't have the gripping title like Boulder hits car in Boulder, Colorado.
yeah, I mean that's
that's
hard to
the
beat.
title.
What was the third boulder in that title?
There was 3. There was like
Oh my god.
Oh god, it was so
Boulder-
classic.
Boulder County or Boulder cops something involved.
All right, I'll pull it up here as Anthony reads through his article here for the first time.
Second time.
Oh, Made in the Shade 2021 tickets. Okay, so it still went on this year. Okay. I just got a random text from Jamie 2.0. Not you, the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I'm Jamie 1.5.
1.5?
I'm not seeing it like say specifically like if it was like her old home or not. So it's probably just like it's probably a similar type of building that just got made into like another thing, I guess. But essentially, it was found in the crawl space, and they actually found old photos. And then there was a ticket from 1973 for the Grateful Dead concert at the time, and then a license plate that expired 3 years from that point. And then the person who found it actually went on social media. Was like, "Does anyone know Colleen Diston?" To actually find it, like on Facebook. And then that's when it actually ended up getting found, is because of that.
Huh.
Yeah.
So she lost it in her house, then moved?
Like I said, like I'm not seeing it say anything about like, so it must have just been like another building and she just happened to lose it and just never tried to find it or just never got, yeah.
Let's say you lose your wallet now and it was returned to you, let's say like 50 years later. How would you feel about that? Like looking back at all that memory, like what's in your wallet?
What's in my wallet?
Capital One.
What's in your wallet?
No, what is that? What is whatever.
I think it is Capital One.
It is? Okay. I was like,
right. Yeah.
okay.
What's in your wallet?
Nothing. The Costco membership card. I have the lame. I just have money cards and like, yeah, I don't even have any photos. It's so sad. Now the more I think about it, it's like all around me.
Better be a good one. Oh,
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
you know I keep that motherfucking thing on me.
You never know when you have to bust it out.
I know, right? You never fucking know, man.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, if I lost my wallet, I would just be like, just because mine's like a wallet, I can't get another version of it. So that's the only thing I'd be like, oh, I
that's
get
sad.
that. So I would like, if I found it again, I'm like, oh yeah, but anything that's in the wallet, I could care less about. I can just replace everything.
Someone finds a carved antique in 50 years, it'd be worth
Right.
something.
God. Oh, your wallet's carved. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. You have that fancy
Really
wallet.
slim, like
Yeah.
made out of wood.
$50.
Oh, gosh.
I keep
it looks so
looking.
nice.
I know. I'm so tempted to buy one
I love it. I wouldn't get any other wallet.
with your carved phone case right in front of me.
I know, right? Just it's
wonderful.
Got all this stuff
Oh.
here. So I pulled up the article again, and so the third boulder was Boulder Canyon.
Okay.
It was Boulder, Blocks Road, and Boulder Canyon near Boulder, Colorado. But they
BC.
they put in a fourth boulder according to Boulder County Sheriff's Office.
Another BC.
Yeah, so it's like Boulder's Block Road and Boulder Canyon near Boulder, according to the Boulder County Sheriff's Office. It's just that sentence.
Baka.
I know, right? It's a tongue twister. Bringing up 2 podcasts, it comes back, and it's just a title. The article is just saying, yeah, there's a boulder there. It's probably gone. I mean, it's probably gone by the time we read the article, but just like the Fatbergs, they never go away.
They only get bigger.
So the original the place now is an historic movie theater, but so it originally was a movie theater. So it's essentially the same type of building, just way back when it was actually active, I guess. And then but she moved in her early 20s. That's when she lost it in the theater.
In the crawl space of the theater.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no
It's
money
like a
in it
village
too.
of Minecraft.
It's a Minecraft ASMR. I bet that's out there. God.
Oh, and I guess there are they shoot photos of her mom in there too, which
Oh, okay.
yeah.
See, that's what I'm
then-
saying. If you had like photos of like
Yeah.
really old photos you carried and you found that, I'm like, that'd be cool.
Or Lugia card.
I'm dude, right? That's why my Lugia cards at home in the little binder in the special little case inside the thing. Yeah, you know the little inner pocket?
Finger.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a news article.
All right, what's your news article?
How many bubbles are in a glass of beer? It's from Live Science, so it's kind of like a sciencey article. But they just found out they did like a whole article, like a.
I
scientific
feel that would
study on
vary
how
from
many
beer to beer.
Well, it depends. Is it my pour or is it your pour?
Yeah, they did a bunch of different tests. So I mean,
Okay.
they have like rough estimates.
All right,
but
they film theoried it.
Yeah, they basically.
I'll beat those numbers.
But they use like the most popular kind of beer, which would be just like a lager style, and then they said it can be up to 2 million bubbles.
Wow.
But yeah, just depending on like the way that it's poured. But they said that the overall number of beer bubbles would be most affected by 3 factors: the concentration of dissolved CO2 in the glass, the volume of the bubbles, and the point at which the beer becomes so CO2 depleted that no more bubbles can form. So there's a whole bunch of different factors that weigh into how many little bubbles your beer has. How
I
much
guess it's not
head
really
you're
about the
getting.
type. It's about how much just literally of CO2 is in it.
Yep. Pretty
Okay,
much.
and
it can
CO2 is
vary.
produced by the yeast and stuff in there, right? Mm-hmm. So I guess that certain types would affect that more. They'd add more into it.
Yeah, and they compared it to like champagne,
Oh, yeah.
something with like a decent amount of bubbles. But I just thought that was kind of interesting.
Did they quote how much champagne is, like per glass or something like that? Because
Yes, they did.
if an average beer is like 2 million, I'm curious what champagne would be. I feel like it'd be more. What are you messing? Oh, a little buggy. That's nice. He'll join us. He's a Saturday boy.
Welcome, brother.
Enjoy a beer. Hopefully not.
Right.
If you do,
One
we'll
drop.
take you out.
Yeah.
Champagne's 1 million bubbles.
Oh, so it's more bubbles than champagne.
Yeah, it's-
Okay, I felt like champagne would be more.
I'm pretty sure mine just had 4 million bubbles, but
Just counting.
Yeah, it was about 50.
Guinness, where you at?
The beginning there. It was a
Yeah.
great pour.
Recently, they poured a half pint had 2 million fucking bubbles. So yeah,
Wow.
And if you had a pint, it could very well
Yeah,
be
there
that
you
you'd
go.
have 4 million bubbles.
what about that 33 at AZW?
Yeah.
They pour that pretty well. I don't know if there's
Yeah.
any bubbles.
Right. Yeah. It's very little.
But yeah, there's some bubble facts for you. How much head are you getting on your beer?
Facts.
2 million. That is the magic number.
I could do another one if we want.
I have more too.
Well, wow, you guys are just loaded with news today.
Loaded to the
Gosh.
frickin' teeth.
We'll do one more. We'll hold off on 2 more. So which one do you want
I
to
can save
fight?
mine for next time.
Yeah, because mine kind of.
Oh, yours ties in?
Better be about the goddamn Pentagon. John would be so mad that no one has mentioned that it finally happened.
It's human-like robot creates creepy self-portraits.
Nice.
So yeah, I thought it would be kind of a good tie-in to what
Right.
we're going to be talking about because yeah, it's this robot named Ada. It's like AI/DA, but she drew these self-portraits. But a robot has no sense of like self. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like it's
yeah.
just whatever it's programmed.
Yeah, it's not
Well, you can
self-aware, yeah.
program. I'd assume someone programs self in to be like you see what the optical sensors are, and that is
And then replicate it.
replicate this
Yeah.
picture of what the optical sensors are picking up. You can program that, but the actual physical idea of self would be rough to do. I feel like that'd be more coded.
Yeah, that's not like a physical form of self though. You're talking about like more psychological form of self. Like that's like
Yeah.
an ego
Or like how
attached to
it
self.
Yeah.
sees itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm sure if it looks in a mirror and it moves, it identifies everything that moves when it tries to move. So
Yeah.
There was one line in here. Let me try and find it real quick.
Don't give it neurotoxins.
Don't give it neurotoxins. Merge you. Bring your daughter to school day.
Bring your daughter to work day, dude.
Yeah. Bring your daughter to school day.
That's most
You
days.
mean like Monday through Friday, 8 months out of the year?
I know
give or
school
take?
school was hell for us, but I don't think it was much like that at your facilities.
Oh God, I hope not.
Here, Arizona, education system's gone down a bit, but I hope it hasn't gone down that much.
All right.
That'd be brutal. Oh.
Hello, I am your teacher. My name is Dr. GLaDOS.
And it's like,
Oh
see where
no!
this is going.
Found the line.
Found the line.
Yeah.
GLaDOS.
The robot said, I enjoy being someone who makes people think. I think art needs to be more than just the drawings of something. It means communicating something in a way that is relatable.
Interesting.
That wasn't programmed. That's terrifying, and we need to blow everything up.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that was from a robot that was programmed by humans, but that was all from the robot.
All right, burn it down. We've gone too far.
All right. Hans.
Why didn't we
Yeah.
listen to Elon?
Right.
I'm sorry, Elon. We failed you.
No, it was Stephen Hawking was talking about
True.
screw
He did
AI.
too.
Don't mess with that.
Yeah.
We literally have movies showing us why we shouldn't do it. But just whatever.
And yeah, it might be science fiction, but it's all science fiction is based on some type of science fact and or idea. So
And we have and Mass Effect too. It's
see, I actually, since I haven't played through the Mass Effect series, I actually don't know what the name Mass Effect refers to, like the scientific term.
Giant fatberg.
Yeah, we
I
have a
bet that
giant
would cause
fabric in
massive-
space. Yeah.
It has a massive.
Is it like First Contact?
correct, sir.
That's the portals they jump through, right? It's a big.
Well, because he
fabric.
used the relays. Yeah.
I barely made it through the first Mass Effect game. I'm like a third the way into it. I've tried playing the first one like 3 times, and I cannot
Just
get
wait for the
through it.
remaster.
Yeah.
I thought the
Well,
remaster's
it is
out.
out. Well, I guess wait until it's on sale. That's what you
Oh,
should do.
the remaster is up.
Yeah, I thought it just came out. Yeah.
People have been playing it on Twitch.
Yeah.
Sick. I didn't know that.
It's not to me. It's since
I
played
heard the
through them,
second
it's
and
not.
third one are a lot better, like gameplay wise. It's just the first. I played all of the Knights of the Old Republic games, and then transitioning from that to Mass Effect was kind of rough.
Yeah, well, especially because it's all new environment. Because at least with Star Wars, they have the basis of its universe you're well versed with, so it's easier to kind of go
It's
with.
more
it.
of a turn-based RPG than
Yeah.
a shooter RPG.
But yeah, 2 picks it up way better. One's like it's a slog unless you're okay with like story driven, because it's really about the story. Like the gameplay is minimal in comparison.
There's the whole thing where you can like watch the first game in a movie or something that one of the games came with. I think it was like a relaunch of the second or third one or something.
Never heard that.
They had it where you could just like completely skip through the first game and just like start, and you'd like be able to make a couple choices like in the movie, and it would affect the choices that your second playthrough character would go. So basically, you'd skip the first game, but still kind of make it your own playthrough, kind of like Telltale does on that, like where you can start chapter 2. And I still didn't take that. I was just like, I still want to play through the first one, even though I'm one of those personalities. Like I want to just experience it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's you definitely, especially if you're gonna play through the other ones, you need to because
Yeah.
there's a lot of setup in the first
Yeah.
one. Like by the third game, you'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" If you didn't have
Right.
the first game.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
Pivot from one game to another around the same time period.
Portal.
Woo!
And Portal 2.
Gosh.
more woo.
I know, right? More woo.
I was like, wow, no woo? What the
No woo? Well, I Portal and Portal 2.
That momentary pause was I was trying to think of something more clever, but it's the same thing. I'm sorry.
I honestly probably played more Portal 2 than Portal 1.
Yeah.
I surprisingly
same.
was probably opposite. I never actually fully completed the co-op myself. I've watched other Let's Plays of people completing it, but I never actually completed the Let's Play of the second game.
Was it me
co-op?
and you that
I've
did
beaten the story mode. I've beaten story mode.
You and I beat it too, I think. Or at least
really?
played it, yeah.
That was Portal 2 came out
Maybe we didn't
2011.
beat it.
I beat it with you and I beat it with you.
And 2011 was
couple
right
people.
around the time where I wasn't hanging out with you all too much. I just had a lot of other stuff going on in my life with college. So you all played it together, and I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll just play the single player mode over here by myself. So I just missed on the co-op and I had kind of fallen off the achievement wagon at that time. I'd stopped trying to complete every single game I touched. So
Good choice.
I could only last a couple years trying to do that before I wanted to blow my brains out.
So you're actually enjoying games now?
I know, right?
It's such
I
a
can play
freeing thing.
I can just play Stardew Valley for 60 hours a week.
How many years sober are you now from? Achievements.
A couple years sober. I haven't gotten the 10-year pin. No, that's
Your
coming
AA
up.
badge.
Speaking of which, so doing research for this game this week, I busted out my Portal 2 360 and I still had my receipt in it from when I bought it.
Really?
It was May 9th, 2011. I bought it on 360.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Crazy,
a
right?
little over 10 years ago. I was like, oh, this game's old. That's the second
I
one.
think it's 2007 for the first. I think it's
I didn't feel like the
2007.
gap was that long. 2007,
I didn't
2011. I
either.
thought they were closer together, to be
Right.
honest.
I don't think so. I think it was
No,
kind of long. Maybe I'm wrong.
In my mind, I felt like they came out closer to each
Yeah.
other, though.
Well, considering how popular that was, and like everyone
The
loved
memes
it. Like
that
this, it
spawned
became
from it.
it was just like an add-on, and it became like the focus of the orange box.
How did you guys first hear about Portal? Do you remember?
Orange Box, yeah. On 360, probably this copy right here, as I picked it up at just some friends were saying, oh, it's a great game. I had played Half-Life 2. That was probably the only Valve game I had played beforehand. And then Orange Box came out. I'm like, oh, Half-Life 2, I haven't played the DLCs for it, but I was Half-Life 2 in that. And then Portal, everybody's talking about that. So I picked it up and oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, it was
Game
just,
changing.
Okay, this is a funny game, well written, and it's like a first-person puzzle game that not a lot of puzzle games were out like that at that time period. It felt like a really good Xbox Live Arcade game before Xbox Live Arcade games were really a thing. So,
What about you? Do you remember?
I think the orange box as well.
Okay.
because it did come out before the Orange Box. I think it was
Yeah.
standalone on PC.
Wasn't it?
Standalone after
Standalone
because
after.
they had added content afterwards.
Oh yeah,
Interesting.
okay.
Because that's why it was literally an afterthought. In
It was
comparison to the whole
like
thing.
Portal episode something. I'll pull it up here on my phone. But
I actually learned from you guys because I was playing Guitar Hero at the time, and they had that song. What
Oh,
was
yeah, Still Alive.
Yeah, Still Alive.
Still
yeah,
Alive.
featuring
I
GLaDOS.
forgot Still Alive was in the first
yeah.
Guitar Hero 3 or something
and
like
I
that.
think
Was
you
it?
guys were playing it one
No,
day.
that was Rock Band because
Right, Rock
Band.
I think one day you guys were playing it at like practice or something. I was like, oh, I know this song, and you guys told me it was about Portal. I was like, what's Portal?
It was like, excuse us, what?
Wait, she's from a video game? What?
Funny enough, when I was first playing this, at least I'm thinking, I can't remember if it's the first or second, but I think the first time I played it, I didn't finish it. And then at your house, I finished it like in one session because I didn't even realize how short it really was. So when I first played it, I almost beat it, but it was back when like I
You didn't
Gamefly.
get to the end of the test chambers, right? Because once you get to the
No.
last test chamber and it kicks off, that's like, oh, this is something
Yeah,
different.
I didn't get to the companion cube until my second playthrough.
Oh, Companion Cube's the second third of the game, so.
Yeah, but when I was playing it, it was when I was going to New York during high school.
Oh, yeah.
And my godmother was on the phone with someone, and my godmother came into the room and was like, "What game are you playing?" I'm like, "Portal." He's like, "Yeah." The dude on the phone recognized the voice of one of the characters. I'm like, "Yeah, GLaDOS."
GLaDOS.
Like he literally like heard the voice over the phone and recognized and knew what I was playing.
Such an interesting vocal performance. Like, she really nailed it out of the park. The writing,
What's her last name?
Ellen something. I'll pull it up here.
McLean, something like that.
That sounds right.
I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
I agree. Oh yeah, I forgot this is. Do you guys know the history of Portal, the first game, about
A
Valve
little
buying the indie? There was like a group of students from DigiPen Institute of Technology that were working on like a game demo called Nerbacular Drop, which is basically the physics engine for Portal. And Valve was like, "Ooh, that's a cool idea. Buy you guys, make this game.
Genius move.
Hire you, buy this out, now make us a hitter for this other thing." And they came out with Portal.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Then attach like a huge story to it.
Yep. Well, it's interesting. I don't feel like Valve really expected to take off as much as it did. It was the add-on for the Orange Box. Everyone was expecting, Half-Life on the new consoles, Team Fortress 2, their big seller for
Multiplayer.
still going on to this day.
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
they were expecting those to be what carry it, and Portal just to be this cool little side game, kind of launch it. But it took off.
So glad.
Yeah,
I love those
seriously.
games.
Oh, glad.
Okay, well, I'm going to break the podcast. The first time anyone's ever walked off on the set, but the sound is fucked up, and I'm not over there to fix it, so I'm going to go fix it.
Oh no.
Oh no, the sound is fucked up.
Yeah, you even mentioned that you like can't hear Anthony. Anthony and Brandon are both quiet, so I'm going to go turn them up really quick.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
So we'll
You guys just keep going.
Air.
Guess we'll vamp. This is what happens when your sound engineer has to be thrown on. It sometimes happens. But yeah, no, Portal, the first one, do you guys really get into the lore back in the day about it?
Not back
Like
in
looking
the
at
day.
A little bit. I think not really so much until 2 came out. Like,
yeah,
for the
because
first game,
2
not
really
so much.
established the story. For the 1 did a real good job of just kind of hinting at lore. Like it was
Yeah.
basically set up for like those early lore YouTube stuff where it's like there wasn't a lot of story to it. It was just kind of some weird like cool storytelling with the whole hidden rooms that the Ratman scientist left to kind of like clue you into the twist at like the second third of the game where, oh no,
Doug,
you're dead, Mr. Ratman.
The cake
But
is
yeah.
a lie. Just all those things.
Gosh, yeah, the meme that came out of it.
Right.
Like, because, yeah, of all the memes that come out of the first game, there's a companion cube, there's the cake is a lie. Gosh.
that was probably one of the biggest.
That
memes
is the-
Those are the
of
two
all time.
biggest.
Yeah.
But the cake is a lie.
That's like it trumps so much. Like
The fuzzy dice companion cube. Yeah, I've been tempted to buy those multiple times. Seeing stuff like fuzzy dice companion cubes is just perfect.
I was gonna get like the big plushie, but I'm like, I'll get the little smaller desk box. Pushy.
Pushy? Yeah. and
That
just
and
like,
on the set, it would have been obnoxious having that big of a cube.
I know, right?
I can't believe I killed you guys pooping you off the egg. It's pooshy.
We're not going to
That
talk
was-
about that right now. I'm still traumatized. Okay.
I'm surprised you got 2 kills on me for that. For those who don't know, we talked about we play a lot of Smash on our downtime and around episodes, and we played a round the other night, and Brandon was freaking Yoshi, and he just stood on the edge and just literally pooped us off the edge, and he got me twice with that. My phone is on sound. That is unfortunate. Pushy. I know, Pushy.
Pooshy.
Which is our weird name for Yoshi that we have set into Smash Brothers. But you killed me twice by pooping me off the edge. I felt like it was the
Pushy.
map. We were on that
Poos you off the
stupid.
edge.
We were on that stupid ice map with the icebergs
yeah.
like going down the hill. So as soon as I got off the edge, I just got taken off the edge. Like it's like Big Blue.
You're
It's always going
riding down
underneath.
a Fatberg.
Oh, not a Fatberg. Twice in an episode. 3 times in an episode. Actually, you mentioned it earlier.
Hitting.
Any chance he gets?
Any chance?
But yeah, with Portal 1, have you guys seen any of the fan mods that have done? Have you guys seen any like Mario?
Yes.
Where they
No.
add like
I have not.
so with the whole adding a portal to that and the whole idea around the physics engine of that, like some modders took that idea and made a Mario game where you have a portal gun. And so it's a 2D side scroller where you can create portals. And then they went crazy and added multiplayer where you can have multiple like 4 players with like
They got nuts.
8 portals playing Mario. It was
How do you aim where the portal goes in a 2D
it
side
is,
scroller?
It was mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
you
Quick.
use your left hand to jump and move, and then your right hand you'd aim it and
Okay.
fire the 2 portals.
Interesting.
Because it was for PC. It was just a mod of Mario, basically. They added the physics in it. I played it once because it was Flash. So you could play it for free. It was on, I don't know what website. Flash
Addictive
Rip,
games.
probably, to be honest. But no, that was pretty fun. So just see the communities come up and like, portals are something you could do in games. Let's do it in all the games.
Right.
It was pretty cool.
I think didn't they do a what the heck was the game? Like polybridge type thing with portals?
Yeah, a bridge constructor.
Is it? Okay. I remember. I don't think I played it, but I watched probably like Markiplier or someone play some of it.
Sounds about right.
It's on sale a lot for like $5. I'm like, it's Portal licensed. It's probably pretty good, but it's not the same.
It's not the
Yeah,
same.
I know I'd only probably played a couple sit downs and never played again, so it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, favorite part of the first Portal game? Which third of the game do you like the most? Like, well, the first third's tutorial. So I'm like, do you like the testing or do you like the getting out of the facility and fighting GLaDOS more in the first game?
The escape sequence. From
Probably.
then on, that's what I'm about. Yeah.
I'm weird. I kind of like the testing.
You like the testing?
I think that the humor hits harder in the testing.
Yeah, it's
True.
more about in the testing, it's more of like short, quick, little digestible puzzles that you can listen to the audio commentary on, and which
Yeah.
makes it up. While the escape the scene at the final part of the game is more of an actual test of skill. There's
Yeah.
less puzzle to it. It's more of a challenge of like trying to get across stuff.
Like
Watching-
utilizing everything you've learned.
Utilizing everything you learned, and instead of like basically, I've given you all these tools and skills, and now I'm going to take that whole structure away, and you get to try and figure out how to move around. So, and then I know, right? I tried to get a little bit of
you know-
ASMR there. I don't know.
Do you know? Want to
apparently
know
worked.
my favorite actual instance in the game is? Like the best part of Portal, objectively, has to do with the companion cube. You guys are gonna lose your mind.
Incinerating it?
No, that's the worst part of the game.
Is
Because
your name Doug?
no, the best part of the game is when you get introduced to the companion cube, but it's in what test chamber it is.
17?
It's the 17th.
Yeah, I noticed that last night.
test chamber of the game. The companion cube is born.
Yep.
Thank you, Brian.
What's the relevance of 17, Anthony?
No,
Oh, okay.
Brian, you explain.
Hey, buddy, my buddy's chilling on my glass. Don't you dare go inside. I know you want some
You
beer.
know that's exactly what he's going to do now.
Come on.
Yep, he's going for it.
Bro, you told him to have some beer.
You're right. All right, hold on. Let's get a little buddy drunk.
Come
Come on, little fly. To the audio listeners, you have no idea what's going on, so I'll describe my story. There is a little fly that has joined the Saturday Boys.
It's not a fly. It's like a gnat.
Okay, there's a little gnat. Okay,
Look up the definition of a gnat.
I don't want to. The way you worded that, like you know what it is.
No, I think it's just like a baby fly.
Oh. Well, there's a tiny little flying bug who's chilling on my glass, and I was planning on giving him beer. Okay, he's gone off.
Shoot, fly, don't bother me.
He's found a new home. Oh, it's not.
KO.
Wasted. Wasted. But yeah.
Doesn't say baby fly.
Anybody have anything else they'd like to add about Portal 1 before we move on to probably the main attraction, the more meat and potatoes of the Portal franchise?
I would just like to add that the cake is a lie.
The cake is a lie. And that is the biggest meme to come out of Portal 1.
If the cake wasn't alive, what flavor would the cake be?
I think they depict it as strawberry.
It's a German chocolate cake. It's got the little thing with the little white circle
it
things
is.
around it.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Okay.
The cake isn't a lie, remember?
Well, you see the cake. So
In
it's
the storage
it's
room.
the cake isn't a lie. It's you getting a cake is a lie. You don't get a cake.
What if that cake's not even real though?
I could see that being a cardboard cutout. I mean, this is GLaDOS and Aperture Science we're talking about. So, you think they'd spend money on actual cakes? This stuff
and also
spoils
by
after a
the-
while.
By the time that you would be getting there as Chell, everybody's already been killed in the facility.
How old is that
So
cake?
the cake would be old as fucking.
It was
all
also
hell.
made in probably, well, let's see, Aperture Science, the timeline was what, closed in like the 2000s?
Yeah, and then
Okay, I was going to make a 60s joke about like preservatives. And I'm like, oh shit, Aperture Science has lived that long in the actual lore of the series. Never mind.
Lord.
What was I going to look up here? So there was I was watching the speed run that we were actually watching earlier. It was on GDQ, and he mentioned a joke at the end of Portal about like there was a ring that fell at the end of the game because when you beat Portal 1, you get launched out to the surface, and you kind of see the surface when you get kind of like dragged away. And like after all the explosions, like just one little ring kind of falls and rolls over. And according to the speedrunner, I was going to double check the fact here, but I forgot. So that's fun. We'll just talk about a funny story if it isn't. But apparently that was supposed to be like the big gag that Valve thought everybody was going to really like that joke, that after all the explosions, just something little fell. It's like a slapstick style humor. They thought that was going to be the meme. They kind of was off by the mark by just a little bit.
What ring?
Exactly. It's apparently in Portal 2 when you go and pick up GLaDOS. It's just like a mechanical ring or something, and they put it in there. So it's like a joke. Like,
I've noticed it, but I
like
never
this.
thought anything of it. I just saw it. I'm like,
Now time to fact check my thing. So
Bozos, if that's true.
Young Jamie?
I know.
Brandy? Young Brandy?
Young Brandy.
Opposable
she's
thumbs?
just chilling.
Maybe Bart commands?
Hoopy the Hoop. Okay, wait. In Portal, Hoopy the Hoop was a hoop was a hoop
That's a hard
fallen.
thing to say.
Wow, that's
Boulder
Hoopy the
Canyon,
Hoop was a
Boulder,
hoop.
Boulder, Canyon, Boulder.
Hoopy, hoopy, hoop, hoop, hoop.
It fell from the sky among the wreckage of GLaDOS at the end of the game. Hoopy landed in the Aperture Science parking lot in front of Chell. As joked about in an interview with Valve, they said that they never expected The Cake is a Lie to become a huge hit. They thought that Hoopy the Hoop would be the meme.
It's amazing.
Nice.
And it's got its own wiki article and everything. It's also in Portal 2.
Hey, if Chell had a brother, what would Chell's brother's name be?
Mel?
Chet.
Chat.
Chet and Chell, dude.
Chat.
Chat.
Brah.
Chat.
Also one of the names we pick in Smash because it fits too many characters too well.
Little chat.
It's like, hey,
Well, no, it's Giga Chad. We have the Chads.
Giga
That's
Chad.
Giga Chad, dude.
Tiny
Little
Chad,
Chad,
Giga Chad. Gosh, the Smash Brothers names.
so much Chad.
Mega Chad.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, Portal 2, that came out 3, 4 years later after the first Portal game.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, I was, doing a lot of stuff at that time period in college. And one of my coworkers at Starbucks, he kind of sat down on his lunch, popped out his massive gaming laptop because it's 2011. So
Right.
it was like this massive thing. And he starts booting up Portal 2, and I'm just like,
When razor blades were an inch thick.
dude, it was like, he had a backpack for this thing because it was just like this big ass
Power supply in the backpack.
And
the
he
size of
sets
the
it down
backpack.
on tiny ass Starbucks table and starts playing Portal 2, and I'm just like,
Excuse
you
me?
doing over there? Then I realized what it was. I'm like, I can't see spoilers. I don't know how to do the puzzles. I got to play through it myself. But yeah, Portal 2, huge game. I bought it when after I realized it was out because I was doing a lot of stuff. I was like, okay, because 2011 was, God, that was such a good year for games. Skyrim, everything. So there was probably too much other stuff going on that just like Portal came out. And I'm like, oh crap, that came out too?
Music and movies. 2001 was booming.
Exactly. But no, yeah, I picked it up, played through the story, beat the crap out of it, and then never touched co-op.
That makes me sad.
It's unfortunate. Yeah, we need to play it.
I know. We played for about 40 minutes today.
Something
So we
like
went
that,
through the first couple modules. It was fun. I've watched people play co-op. Like I've watched like the Play Pals and stuff, but I don't know if I've played through both full co-op stories because there's the original story and the DLC story.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure I haven't played through the DLC story myself.
I don't remember
so.
doing the DLC.
The DLC is kind of new. Not super new, but
It came out a chunk of time after the first game came out.
I only beat it in my last playthrough because I didn't even know it existed either. So
It was like, oh, what? They added it's basically a whole nother couple modules. It's like a couple hours of gameplay.
yeah, it's not that long.
Yeah.
Still fun.
It's funny when the DLC to the second game is probably the size of the first game.
Oh, for sure.
It definitely, too, is an upgrade in every way to the first game. If the first one's supposed to be just like a little demo added onto the orange box, the second one is legit its own $60 experience. You know, it's got J.K. Simmons is probably one of my favorite roles that he
Cave
does voice acting. Cave Johnson. Oh, such a good.
Fucking love it.
What kind of name is Cave, bruh?
It's a memorable one.
It is.
I guess.
I wonder if it has something. I don't know.
Well, you're in a giant ass cave.
Yeah, you're like in the salt mines, and it's like, but he was named Cave before that.
Right.
Have you never listened? Have you never listened to comic books? You ever put your ear up to them and just hear the?
Actually, no, I haven't.
Have you ever listened to comic books? What the fuck?
You have enough double IPAs, and,
Sponsored by audiobook.
but no, and the comic books, everyone's names are always like Otto Octavius. So it's kind of like I feel like it's a harkening back to
We know
funny.
a cove who's like almost there, but cave is like another level. Come on.
Let's Google and see how big, how popular of a name Cave is. So
Hi, my name's Mountain.
you're the Swedish dude. I can't pronounce his name because there's umlauts over it. You're the mountain.
This is my little brother Hill.
And then meet my cousin Mound.
All right. Okay.
I think your joke's starting to plateau.
We are in Mesa.
That's where I draw the line.
I'm glad you didn't mesa that joke.
Okay, hold on. Perfect segue for a piece of information.
Go.
There is a place in Arizona called Portal.
Oh, nice.
No.
Yeah,
How'd you find that?
just from searching Portal in Google, and it was like Portal, Arizona, and I was like,
And Google's like, we know where you are. Are you talking about Arizona?
yeah, pretty much. But yeah, Portal, Arizona. It's down like very southeast.
I bet there's a portal there.
But there's a dope ass
Aperture
mountain. It's
science?
called Portal Peak.
What? Is that sand? What?
Huh.
Yeah, Portal Peak. The Chiricahua.
I'm sorry, what was it? Say it one more time.
Chiricahua.
Chiricahua.
So
I'm sure that's how it's pronounced.
It's Portal,
It was
Arizona.
perfection.
Beautiful. Big old mountain.
So, random fact: the cave name is raising in popularity. It went from 2 per million to 4 per million in the last 3 or 4 years.
I would just like to think portal. But he was born on like 40? Like, no, he had to have been born in like
in real
30.
life, in Wikipedia, with people with the given name Cave. There's Cave Beck, which is someone from the 1600s who's
Don't
an
know
author.
him.
But then there's a Cave Johnson from 1790s, who's 1790 to 1886, who was a congressman from Tennessee.
He died
Named
in-
Cave Johnson. So it was a legit name. So and then fictional characters, Cave Johnson Portal. And then
it
Cave
was some-
Carson, a DC comic character.
Probably some sort of form of allusion to that congressman
Dude,
you're
Cave
talking about that we just don't recognize.
Cave Carson is freaking the dude from Pitfall. A DC character. He's a spelunker. So they named that's what I'm saying. They named it a spelunker Cave. So it's
Nice.
Cave Johnson, After Sciences in the Cave. It's totally a pun on something like that. It's just,
The cave is a lie.
No, that one's true.
I'm pretty sure the cave's fucking real.
That was in the
yeah,
cave.
no, J.K. Simmons totally makes it. But no, he comes into what, like a third into the game at least? Yeah, Portal 2 follows like 4 major
I feel like
acts.
it's 4, yeah.
pretty good.
So once you get GLaDOS, like,
Basically, there's 4 styles of games. You go through like the first area. Basically, Portal 2, you wake up and it's thousands of years after, and you're woken up by Wheatley.
Unspecified amount of time, okay?
Hey, if you've read the comics, which I just watched a video with you all about, it's a couple like years after or something like that. It's gone to shit.
I thought they said unspecified still.
Yeah, it's probably a couple decades because she was put in like stasis.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Ratman saved Chell at the end of the first game and put her in a stasis pod before he basically died.
That was like his whole mission.
Was to save her.
Yeah.
Because she was the stubborn kid.
I don't know if that's true. I wonder if that was written by someone to try to protect her from being tested on. Because it said do not test. Because there's a theory that we read that we didn't get to watch the video with you that she's actually the illegitimate love child of Cave and Caroline.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit, really?
So then that makes the part about the potato even fucking crazier, that she brought a potato battery to bring your daughter to work day, because she's clearly a daughter of someone there. It doesn't ever specify.
Right.
And then she could potentially be carrying around the potato that has GLaDOS's consciousness programmed into it, which is her own mom. So she's walking around with her own mom as a potato.
Does the timeline fit for that, though? Because when did Cave Johnson die?
Cave Johnson died in the late 2000s, so he could have had it, and then it was like, because Caroline and Cave were very close.
Yeah,
she had her.
She became the CEO when he died, and that's why they used her for the experiment for GLaDOS.
Right.
Yeah.
Which maybe GLaDOS wrote that script that said do not test.
Spoiler alert for all Portal 2 stuff, by the way, I guess.
Well, too late.
It's old enough.
You should have known.
I know, it's a 10-year-old game at this point, as we found out. It's across its 10-year mark.
As with most shit that we've been talking about. It's like 10 years old. The spoiler warning's kind of just like comes with it.
Yeah, I know.
If we're spoiling anything, you done fucked up.
Right.
Pretty much. We're calling you out.
You need to play co-op just like me, okay? So
You done fucked up.
But yeah, no. It's crazy that all that, like the whole lore behind the scenes. Like they give you enough stuff in all of the dialogue throughout the game, because Portal it's just a puzzle game at its core, but they present you the story just because when you're doing a puzzle, you're sitting there thinking for a while, so they may as well tell you jokes. So they hired comedian Stephen Merchant to play Wheatley, probably the role I know him the most for.
Right.
He's been in a couple other things I saw, but I never watched any of the TV shows that he was in, really. So I just mostly know him as Wheatley from Portal.
They actually had the idea of having him, but they didn't think they'd be able to get him.
Really?
So they actually were going to go with I can't remember his name, but he's part of the IT crowd. He's I don't even know how to describe him. He just has like the really curly hair. He's like one of the main characters on the IT crowd. Like he was going to be the role for Wheatley, but then they ended up being able to get
Stephen Merchant.
Yeah,
nice. But yeah, no, super iconic character. The whole writing and the first game had good writing and puns and everything, but the second one they just amped it up with everything, just situational comedy, and it just really like. So you'll be stuck and they'll just be bantering on about how you're an incompetent fool, and you're just like, shut up.
I like the contrast they had too with GLaDOS being very slow talking and deliberate with her words, but then Wheatley is very improv, very quick, fast paced, everything. So they just contrast like the two like main antagonists, if you will.
I just want to know how Wheatley was created.
He was how he was created?
Yeah, because there was just the gap of GLaDOS being destroyed, and Wheatley just wakes up Chell out of nowhere. GLaDOS isn't even alive.
It's because he's part of the core. Because like all the cores were made to like subdue GLaDOS so they can control her. So like the whole idea that Wheatley was just another one of the cores that was designed.
Yeah, which core he was?
Yeah, well, he's blue, so I think he's the personality core.
Yeah, he's supposed to be one of the personality cores, and he was like in the game. It says it too that he was designed to essentially make her less intelligent. Because he always comes up with bad ideas. Oh. And that's he's programmed to be like that.
Yeah, because in the lore of the series, when they first designed GLaDOS, she just wanted to murder everything immediately in like 19 picoseconds or something.
A 16th of a picosecond.
Yeah, like she wanted to murder everything. So they created those personality cores to kind of chill her out a bit.
But then how did Wheatley get plugged into the system? Because if you ever see any of the cores, they're always like Wheatley on the ground or on a table.
If you notice, at the end of the first game, you destroy all the cores that were on Chell. So Wheatley was they probably tried him. It didn't really work, so they threw him in some
they just had him do
storage shed somewhere. Yeah. And him being like the stupid AI he is, he probably Mr. Magoo'd his way out of wherever he was in and found Chell after exploring the destroyed stuff for years. Like, oh, well, look, a human being. Why is this pod on? okay, let me try this out, because I can see him just Mr. Magooing around.
Yeah. When he's so gullible to believe
Science.
everything, like he wouldn't use anything he had capabilities of doing because he was told like, oh, you'll die or this will happen. Just like with the turrets, like GLaDOS made it to where like, if you don't listen, you're going to go to like, droid hell or something like that. It's like, it's a real thing. So like, she completely manipulated and had everyone under control and like to believe everything was really going to happen the way that she said. But she just dictated everything. So nothing was true except for what she wanted to happen. And everyone just followed suit. And just Wheatley, because of the interaction with Chell, kind of was brave enough to like, you know what? I'm fucked anyway. So I'm just going to do this. Like, oh, I didn't die. They told me I would die.
But then how did he get plugged into the system? I'm telling you, it's a loophole. It's like a portal in the story.
Well, I guess the way I damn, stop it. The way I just kind of accepted it is the idea that they just had him just around and then he's not seen as a threat. So then they had no reason to kind of confine him, get him away. Cause like GLaDOS, like she's all powerful. She has complete control over the whole system. So she had no reason to fear anything. Like the idea, cause just like the idea why she, again, spoiler, eventually just getting rid of you. Cause the idea of killing you is way more difficult than just letting you leave. So it's like, she finally admits that she doesn't have complete control and like you're the one thing that I need to just get rid of so I can just do my own thing and just get rid of humans altogether, or potentially until Atlas and Peabody found the secret.
And then the second
storage of
DLC
them.
happened and they retconned that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I think he was just supposed to be an intelligence dampening one. They didn't talk about how he gets into it, so they never plug up that plot hole, at least from what I found. But I like Wheatley's Wikipedia article, because you know how like right on Wikipedia there's a picture and like stuff that they're in, who they're voiced by, and it's occupation. It's intelligence dampening spear formerly.
It was really nice little touch.
Just, oh gosh,
Where's he
it's funny.
now? Space.
I know, right? Or Skyrim. You ever download that mod? No, you never played on PC, really.
No, I have. I just haven't played that. I haven't.
So Wheatley mod in Skyrim.
I've not done that.
He falls. It's an official Valve one on Steam, and he
Awesome.
falls into Whiterun.
Oh
no,
my
it's
God.
it's not Wheatley. It's the Space Core. It's the other one.
Oh, okay.
It's the
one he's out there with.
space.
Like, yeah. He's like, space.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah, it was just, it does nothing. You can't sell it. It's just, it falls in Skyrim, and you can just mess with it. I think you can also summon it via the Archernach Forge or whatever it is under Winterhold. Yeah,
I mean, that's all I need. I don't need to do anything else with that.
it's pretty funny.
That's so awesome.
Is it like modeled differently? Is it shaded?
No,
the same?
it is.
Like
It's
dead
like
ass?
it's straight out of Portal. It's
Wow.
like, this does not belong in this
That's
game.
weird.
I like it.
It's funny,
Okay.
but yeah. You guys looked into all Chell's history and everything like that. I never really knew anything about like that whole
Neither did we.
backstory, that she was basically like either she was an orphan, like taken off the street, or she was
Love child of Caroline. And,
yeah.
Well, I think in game, like GLaDOS confirms that she's adopted, right?
Chell, I will.
don't remember
GLaDOS
that.
always lies.
That's
Azula
true.
always
True.
lies.
But at
So-
that point, I feel like during when she's the potato, like, and then once you realize who she is, like that she's Caroline, I think from that point she's actually sincere up until she gets plugged back in. I don't think
Caroline
anything
deleted.
just because her actual life is completely determined by Chell at that point. So then, I guess you can argue she would manipulate her because of that fact, but she seems sincere because she was trying to kill Wheatley. So then she was, I don't know, like
We're trying to read a robot that doesn't really have emotions, where it's all just on the performance of the voice actor and everything like that. Yeah.
I think she was adopted.
So since you guys have played through the co-op a lot more, you guys played the second one? You said you probably played it once, Shane.
What,
the
the
second
DLC?
DLC?
Yeah, I just played it once, yeah.
Played it once, yeah.
Pretty recently.
You guys played through it more recently, other than just what we did today. Not really.
I was gonna play it, like see if any of you could this week. It just didn't happen.
We're all too damn busy.
I know.
Sucks. Gosh. And we spend all of our time playing Smash instead, destroying each other.
We could be working together.
No, I have to win most of the time. Yeah. But no, throughout all that, probably, gosh, if you were to make a Portal 3, like if Valve were able to get their butts together and go into it, what would be your wish list for like a third Portal game? Because you can always some of the stuff that I would want, like another like a third portal. Wasn't there just like a mod or something for a time portal?
That's what I was telling you about.
Yeah.
It's called Portal Reloaded. It's a mod for Portal 2. It adds a third portal, which is a green portal. It's a square instead of a circle. You do not get to shoot it from your gun. You press a button and it'll shoot it from like a mounted gun. So it switches back and forth between, I imagine, somewhere around the 60s and somewhere around the 2000s. So you have the nice, clean, pristine, white, polished facility, and then you also have the overgrown, decrepit piece of shit facility. And so sometimes there are things that have fallen that are blocking entryways. So you have to go into the future, or I'm sorry, go into the past to get through certain doorways. But then you have two sets of portals as one person, but they're both blue and orange. So you have your old set, you have your new set. So you have to like go into the past, place portals here, and then go into the future, place portals here. And it is confusing as fuck. It is definitely the hardest of any portal game I've ever played, but very fun. And it feels very legit. The voice acting sounds really good. All of the set and everything, like the models of everything look wonderful. Obviously they're using the same models.
They're using the source engine.
Yeah. It feels very legit. It doesn't feel like I'm playing a community mod. It feels like I'm playing an official third game.
Is it a Steam Workshop thing, or do you gotta?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's actually an official Steam title. It's not
shit,
even, you don't even put
really?
it into Portal 2. Yeah, it's separate.
Oh,
Okay, is it a free mod? Or?
It is.
Okay,
Yeah,
damn.
I think it was like $10 when it came out, and then people, I bet probably Portal probably put pressure on it, and they probably couldn't pay for a mod.
Yeah.
I heard videos that were saying that they paid like $20 or $10.
Could be. You can also maybe donate to the people. Like it's
Probably.
you can buy it or just get it for free type thing.
Yeah, it's very fun, very fucking difficult, especially
Sounds
while intoxicated.
I'd imagine so. Yeah, when I was playing Portal 1 last night, I had been drinking and I was just like, oh god, I'm like, I looked over and like, I'm surprised I'm doing as well as I am. I'm getting through these puzzles. I mean, some of it's muscle memory at this
Right.
point, but you come up to a puzzle and just like, oh fuck, I remember I did one thing in this room. How the hell did I do that?
My simple monkey brain.
I know, and it's always just like the stupid one thing behind you up top, and you're just looking around like, where the hell would I go? And it's, oh, there it is.
so what I would want is either one of two things. So one would be similar, like for what that one is. So it's the idea where it's instead of for just being the portals or like having more of them, you'd have where it's kind of like what Ratchet and Clank's doing, where you have different like it's like a multiverse with a portal. That's the idea, like, oh, you can't get through just using regular portals because of the environment, but then maybe if you went to a different timeline within the same realm,
Sounds
then-
like Portal Reloaded.
yeah. So it's essentially that idea.
Except for, they basically are doing the natural progression is like, okay, now time, you have space, time, and then,
And
I
then
don't
if
even know
not
what
that, like,
antimatter.
right. And then if not that, just like something like, I guess, less original, just add a third set. So just Atlas Peabody and unnamed third drone.
Make a 3-player co-op with 6-person, or make it even 4-player, and you can get some. Would you be able to make more intricate puzzles if you? I feel like adding an extra set of portal puzzles would make them way harder than they need to be. Like the setup to do that, because I feel like in Portal 2 they mastered the amount of extra stuff added on, like the light rails, and I love the gels. My favorite part of Portal 2 is the fall to getting back up to Wheatley. That little section there in the middle of Cave Johnson. It is like, I wish I had a save on there because I played on PC. I was like, shit, I don't want to go through the first hour, 2 hours of the game. I just want to play that part again.
It's fun.
It's because I believe the gels also came up from another small group of people working on that, and Valve's like, hey, you guys want to work on Portal 2? That technology you're working on looks pretty good. You want us to use that gel stuff in these games? So they just keep on picking up people and adding their cool ideas into it. So I would like a third game to have another cool gameplay changer.
For sure.
They change up the terrain with the whole portable surfaces, bouncing and speed and all that. And that was a bit of the cool physics engine. I'd want a third game to add another, like your gels, your portals, and then another third crazy thing that would change up. Maybe, I mean, they could do an easy way and add adding combat to it, like actual like gun combat. I'm like that'd feel like that'd be like a side game, like Portal gun combat game. Like you instead of making Resident Evil, you'd make Devil May Cry, Portal, and then Portal the action.
What was that shitty time warping game? It was called Time Shift.
Just Time Shift.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys were a fan. I was not a fan.
I didn't like it.
When you said Time Shift, I thought we were talking about like Prince of Persia or like Time Splitters or something.
That was much better.
So excited for that game too, and then it was such garbage.
Oh, I never got to experience that trash fire.
to.
Apparently,
Never had to.
never had the experience of doing that trash fire.
No thanks.
But no, yeah, I'd want a third game to add some really cool aspect to it that you wouldn't expect really in it, because they never really. I guess I as I said, I didn't really look at the advertising for Portal 2. It just kind of came out. I'm like, oh shit! But I wonder if they really advertised the whole gels and everything for it, or else that'd be too much of a spoiler for the middle of the game.
Probably.
Really, with the whole marketing and all that, because I think it's kind of cool when games do that. They add in something different that they don't really tell you about, as long as it's not 12 hours of gameplay as someone you're not expecting to play as. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But
Side question: did you guys ever play Half-Life?
the first one,
Either one.
I played through Half-Life 2 before Half-Life 1.
Oh, okay.
My friend had it on his dad's super awesome PC, so we went to his place and gawked at the graphics back in 2003 or 4, whenever Half-Life 2 was released.
Nice.
And then I went back and I think I beat the first one on Xbox when it was released on it was an Xbox release. I don't think I've ever beaten on PC, but
Played it on PC.
I had no idea that it was tied into Portal.
that they were like in the same universe. Yeah.
Yeah, that Black Mesa is the opposing company to Aperture.
Mm-hmm.
Just learned that yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
You play Half-Life at all?
Half-Life 2, very little. Like, this is back when like Halo 2 was the newest Halo,
Yeah.
and Modern Warfare was the newest Call of Duty, like the first Modern Warfare. So
And we
I
were
played-
drinking game fuel every day and smoking weed in alleys. I mean, what? That was just me.
What?
Doritos.
What? Mountain Dew and Doritos.
So much
Tastes like
Doritos.
gaming.
Weed.
But yeah, I played Half-Life 2 I think maybe an hour of it. I just wasn't in the, like, at that time, like, I was just like, I just had no interest in it at all.
Do you play through the first one at all?
No.
Do you know the story of the Half-Life games very much?
Nope.
He doesn't even know who G-Man is. That's so sad.
Nope.
We'll have to get we'll have to do a Valve episode.
G-Man?
Like, I know, like, some,
on,
like,
Mr.
memes
Freeman.
and stuff from Half-Life, but that's, like, nothing about the game story. I have no idea what happens.
Rest in peace. Well, at least you knew Portal.
Yeah.
We got that going for us. But yeah,
All that mattered today.
exactly. Yeah. You guys have any closing arguments? Yes. Do you have any arguments about which is the best Portal? Portal 2 or Portal 2?
Stargate.
Thank you.
My favorite Portal.
Yeah, I like the Stargate movie. I never got into the TV series.
You know, my favorite Portal from Austin Powers, when they go back in time, that Portal.
From Goldmember, the best one?
No, not that one. Not that one. Gold member? No. So what I want to bring up is because I would say infamous, like the really, everyone wants to get to it. The songs at the end of the games.
Oh my
Which one's your
God.
favorite?
How did we almost forget these songs?
I wasn't going to let us forget. I've been thinking it the whole time.
Gosh.
So let's go down the line. Starting with Nick. Favorite ending theme or ending song?
Want You Gone. I liked the first one better. And then Want You Gone.
Don't be looking up the fucking list over there, you cheater.
What?
He has to look up the list because he doesn't know.
You don't remember the two names? I don't remember the names. I know the songs by heart though. From
Yeah, you had it right. Want You
Want
Gone
You
is
Gone's
still
the
alive.
second one. Yeah,
That's the one.
Still Alive and Want You Gone. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
So when I first heard Want You Gone, because Portal 2 ends and GLaDOS says she's gonna kill you, but she's like, okay, you saved me, you got me back into this. I don't need you anymore.
And it's just easier to get rid of you
It's
because
easier to
killing you
get
is so
rid of you.
difficult.
I can make these robots. And then it looks like she's gonna kill you, but then all the turrets start singing. That's such a
like it's like I think they're like it's like in Spanish. Like it's
I
not
have
even
no
it's,
idea. It's Simlish.
Yeah, it's because I heard something and I'm like, I feel like I've heard that at work before. I'm like, is it Spanish? Because I never actually like paid attention to it before.
Then it kicks off into Want You Gone.
Right.
When I first heard it, I didn't like it because it was such a big contrast
It was,
to Still
yeah.
Alive. Because Still Alive was just a little guitar song anybody could play. It's a standard little pop song. It was a great song for the scale of that game. But the second game is such a larger scale. It's a full experience that I felt like the ending song needed to be the fuller experience. And after listening to it again, it is just catchy as all.
It's a banger.
Get out.
I love it.
So
Fuller House.
Fuller House.
Fuller House.
Anthony, so
It's
would you
Want You
agree
Gone.
that Want
No
You Gone?
question. That's the same
Okay.
thing. Still Alive was my favorite. Want You Gone. I'm like, it's good, but it's not as good as the first. So then, like doing this last playthrough this week, I was like, I sang along to the whole song. I'm like, I fucking love the Want You Gone. It's so damn good. So good. Jane, have you heard them both?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I know you've heard the
Mine's
first
Want
one.
You Gone.
Mine's since
Stop
you've
it.
been gone.
I can't
Since
breathe
you've
for
been
the
gone.
Which original or ADTR?
80 tier.
Right answer.
What do you mean original? I thought ADTR is the original.
Stop.
Yeah, it's a bonus track on for those who have heart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm with Brandon. I didn't know what the fucking two any songs were.
Okay, so the first song you probably I'll talk to you about. The first one is
sing it?
Still Alive. No, because we'll get copyright claim.
That's true.
But the first one is just a little guitar song, and it just breaks.
I know Still Alive.
Still Alive.
What's the other one?
Once You Gone, it's the main theme is like now I
lay me down to sleep.
now I only want you gone. It's gosh, let me pull it up here. Want you?
Pray the portal.
Pray the portal in my seat.
I could sing, like, I'm just trying, like, I know we can't sing it.
I know. It's
I
always
have
hard
the
to
melody and everything
read
memorized.
lyrics without saying the melody, like
know.
the spoken word it.
You get copyrighted because I just sang such a big album.
Probably
that's
not
the-
because it was just 2 seconds.
Because you suck. Off key as fuck.
Do it off key enough, they won't copyright you. Since you've been gone.
Maybe you just have to
I
sing
can't
it
breathe
since
for
you've been
the
gone.
first time.
You just got to change up the whole
Right.
I can't
sound to it.
breathe.
Make
'Cause
a
then,
big band.
well, if you change the thing of it, you get
Kratos.
what's it? Fair use. You change it. You made it your own.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
So, yeah,
it's like
discover
the
it.
spoken word, like you want your freedom, take it. That's what I'm counting on. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone.
It's like slam poetry.
That's what I was trying to
exactly.
do. I was trying to like slam poet it.
Honestly,
to,
just
like, make it
even hearing
myself.
you say the lyrics, I think I can kind of hear the song.
Yeah, she was a lot like you. Maybe not quite as heavy, but now Caroline is in here too.
Is this sung by GLaDOS?
Yeah, it's sung by GLaDOS.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the first one's just light guitar, light rock. The second one is a whole like bow wow 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 wow. It's
Yeah.
all
It
electronical.
goes
There are
all out.
some standard instruments in it, but it is a fully
Electronical?
produced. Yeah, electronical.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'll,
it's
I'll,
genre.
once we're done, I'll play it for you. It's
Yeah.
it's worth a listen.
But no, it's just more of a fully refined song, and it's a great
Dude.
cap to basically the end of the series since we've never gotten an official third one. But no, it's
We never fucking will.
Valve, why can't you count to 3?
the memes. We all get it. It's all right. They just got other companies to make sequels on hardware nobody owns because nobody has a awesome VR kit to play any of the new Half-Life games. What's up? It's my chair.
Oh.
It's a little loose. Every time I kind of talk, I move a little bit.
I assumed it
So-
was a cable hitting against something.
No.
That's what I did too.
Brandon's
No,
brain
it's
just got launched into a portal into
Yeah,
into
he's
space.
just like,
And that's why, like, I figured it couldn't be you because I saw that,
It's-
like, yours is off. Mine's,
Yeah.
like, literally not moving.
it's the springs in my chair. I would laugh if we can't even hear it on that, but hold on, let me try and do it for the.
I've never. Well, we've only really done it twice now, but I haven't picked it up either time.
Okay, cool.
I'll be sitting over there like, what the fuck is that noise? And I realize, oh, it's Nick's chair.
Yeah, it's the we need to get a stronger screwdriver or something. Maybe a drill to hang a light or something. Somebody owned a drill.
Me?
Sorry, I just don't have a need for it.
Don't have a need for it. We need a light.
Well, I mean, now we have a need for it. I
Oh,
just
if
didn't
we put
have
a
a need
portal-
for it before.
If you could, a fun little side thought experiment. If you had a portal gun, you can create 2 portals, like to use at any time. Where would you put your 2 portals? Most people, boring
My
answers.
room in Disney.
Just for work.
I 100%
yeah,
already
that's the
see
boring
that.
one.
I would have guessed that.
If you had the right boring answer. Your
No,
home
that's
would
not my
work.
answer. I just know that's
I
the
said that's the right
answer.
boring answer.
Fuck.
But no,
Getting it
you're
as
from
far away from
Disneyland,
work as
that's
fucking
fucking the right
possible.
answer.
And if he's my roommate, so then I already have a portal to Disneyland. I'll make our second portal for the Olympic rainforest.
Yeah.
And in my room, or
That's,
the living
that's
room.
being smart. See, you guys get it. I don't know, actually.
You know what? Well, because if you think about it, you have to go to this place to place the second portal.
This
You
is
place
true.
your first one, and then you have to go to wherever your second
fine.
place
yeah,
is.
that's
have that.
cool. I'm cool with
Fucking-
that.
You have to remember
Yeah.
not to accidentally shoot the wrong portal either, because then you have to reset the
Well,
other one.
yeah.
Drive all the way up the PCH
Fuck,
to
was
Washington.
it blue or was it purple?
No, the reason why I bring that up is because I had a thought, and I'm like, well, shit, how would I place the second? I'm like, well, why not Fort Knox? But I'm like, shit, you have to place the second
Why do
portal
you want to get into Fort Knox?
for all the gold.
Duh.
I like gold.
But for real though, like,
Is Nick
what
a
other
dragon?
way to get like?
No, it's gold member reference.
Yeah. Okay, but another quick thing, which I don't know. This is the thing that I always think about when I play the games. So I have a specific to stop myself because like that point I just brought up, like not replacing the wrong portal. So for me, nice. What I do is wait.
What?
Scratch.
Everybody's just fucking scratching their chest. It's like, what the hell?
Okay, before I forget what I'll say. So what I do is my method when I'm playing Portal is the orange one is the stationary one, and the movable portal is always the blue one for me. At least in the first game, because the second one it gets a little convoluted. But it's not just because of the color preference, which you would think.
To work would do that.
I didn't know. That's not what I even said. I said the boring answer was the work one.
You never actually gave a full answer. Where would you put it?
Because I don't know. I don't know where I'd place it.
See, I would try and do Fort Knox, and it wouldn't work because I realized I have to go there to do the second one.
Right.
And then probably just.
Well, you can get on the outside, just can't get in. Yeah.
You know, to defeat the purpose.
Exactly.
It's not that you can't make a portal through a wall. You got to get on both sides of the wall.
Italy to get fresh pasta every day.
I mean, I can just make that right now. I'm Italian. It's natural.
But you could like have a
I just grow it
to the market.
in the kitchen. My kitchen. I just grow natural pasta or like fresh pasta.
But it's so beautiful there.
That's true.
It's true. Rome.
Greece. No, I'd probably put mine in the Disney hotel right in Walt Disney World, because then we can go to every place. I've been listening to too many freaking theme park stuff. I just want to go to theme parks so badly.
I'll just look in the window.
Enough.
I'll just look in the window at the 33 Club and just shoot one right through the window.
Yeah, through the window. See, that's smart. Yeah. So much for your 15,000 or 25,000, 10,000 to 15,000 annual.
25,000, 35,000.
So much money, but now it's free. But you know what? Iceland. Just go there whenever I want.
Okay.
Iceland?
I like that.
Iceland's green.
Yeah. You want Iceland.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I was trying to think, because it's freaking hot as all get out right now. So I'm thinking, Iceland's cool. But I'm like, wait, no, that's
Remember, Iceland's green, Greenland's ice.
Yeah, exactly. You want to go to
freaking
That's
pirates.
literally how I remember it.
it's Walter Mitty,
Yeah.
Iceland.
I want to be able to just do that whenever I want.
Beautiful place.
Beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's one we're gonna do too. Gotta do it. But yeah, like for the portal placement, like in game, like seriously though, like do you guys just like whatever you feels right, or do you actually have like a certain portal that you?
I try
between the
to,
two?
but I get myself confused. So I just kind of just like.
I just kinda go with
The
whatever
games
feels right.
it tells you which one you place last too. So I always stop and look like, which one did I place last? Okay,
Yeah.
the opposite one.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I'm.
I'm just not for some reason like when I'm playing it, like having a set, like knowing which one's which. This way, I don't have to look at anything. I can look at the environment, not look at the portal
Very
rings.
speedrunner tactic to know to always click one thing.
So
to
I know
do.
left click is the movable one. Right click, I only when I'm needing to set something up.
Okay, I can see that.
You're not enjoying your beer over there? What's
It
that
is
about?
very hard.
Too
I'm
dank.
trying. It's too dank.
You see all these empty glasses over
And
here?
I've been talking a lot. It happens. I talk a lot.
Well,
See, I don't talk and nobody else does. So I got to keep on getting it moving here.
Do you?
But
know?
no, fine.
I just
man.
brought up a whole other topic.
Well, I think that pretty much sums it up. We talked about
think so, yeah.
the music of the games, the gameplays. We all agree Portal 2 is the better game. It's the more full game. Portal 1 is a demo for the Portal 1 is your appetizer for Portal 2.
Stargate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. Portal 2 is the better one, but it's you can't forget Portal because without that one, you wouldn't
Black
got the
hole.
full-fledged game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Black hole's kind of portal.
So.
Super massive.
Yeah.
I love that song.
God damn it.
We know each other too well. All right. Well, thank you for everyone listening to us ramble about the Portal games. I hope you got some little insight into it, and just remember the beautifulness that is "Want You Gone," the wonderful song.
And if you haven't played them, what are you doing with your life? Play them right
I know,
now.
right? They're like $1 on
since you've been
Steam at least. I think you get a Steam account and you give in all their games for free at this point. You're like, oh, you have a Steam account? Here's Team
The
Fortress 2.
Steam collection that's $150. You get it for $5.
Like every week it's on sale for that. So yeah, it's.
Yeah.
well,
I've
if you don't
purchased
have
Portal
it-
like 3 or 4 times.
I was about to say, I think I have it on Xbox. I have it on PC. Probably multiple accounts now. It's just like
I'll make another Steam profile right now just to buy it.
I fucking love you. Make a third one.
but no, yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning and listening. Where can they find us on social media? Where are we at?
The Saturday Boys, the Saturday Boys Pod, the Saturday Boys Podcast, the Saturday Boys Official,
Yeah.
Start typing in the Saturday and it'll.
just look for the logo.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
The logo shows all.
And then I'm still Nick Benz 9001. I'll
'Cause you'll-
change it one of these days.
No, you won't.
You
no, you
won't.
won't.
See,
You know how many
that's
edit-
become a meme at this point.
Yeah, you know how
Exactly.
many podcasts I edit
No,
that
you don't-
say that at the end?
No, if they listen to older podcasts, they will, they'll figure it out.
I'm Pickled Brandon.
Let me guess what yours is.
No.
I have no idea. Concise koala.
With?
A 1 instead for the L.
Wow, who would have guessed? And I'm Shane Shell, and I'm that silent guy sitting in the corner that you never get to see. I'm replacing John, the pilot owl, who I hope your tummy's feeling better, buddy. But thank you for letting me be on the podcast, because it is so fun to actually be on the podcast and not sit in the fucking dark corner like, you mean to Google that? I'll Google it. I got you, bro.
You tune in every once in a while. You're like, hey, you know, you guys are all idiots, and this is what it actually is. And I'm like, oh shit, we are.
Except last week with the Disney episode.
Eh.
I mean, you can't
Sometimes
know
we have a
everything,
bit
Shane.
more
That's
knowledge
fair.
in certain aspects. We are kind of niche.
That is the one thing I will say. I do have a hold on that one.
Yeah. That's the
Yes.
one literally no research ever needed. Brandon's got it.
As Brandon has also mentioned, we are in a band. I am the vocalist of the band. He's the drummer. And we just have one other dipshit named Seb. I mean, bassist.
Whoa.
Wow, that was
Sebby,
weird.
we love you.
Fucking brain fucked up there. But you can find us at End Credits Official on pretty much anything except Twitter, because fuck Twitter. I mean, I love Twitter.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean, I don't use it that
Yikes.
much. So.
dude, I have like 0 tweets right now. I follow like certain people. So
I do have one funny story just to tell Anthony real quick. just
okay,
because
one
people-
story to finish it off
Went
here.
to Canes last night. I said my name's Brandon, and the girl goes, Ian or Owen? And I was like, excuse me?
Wait. You skipped the whole part where
what?
I know. I'm trying
he smoked hella weed before this and didn't know that he was going to be the one talking. We pull up to the window and they have the people standing out there instead of like the actual drive-through. And he's like, oh, fuck, I didn't know this was going to be Chick-fil-A style. And I was going to have to talk to someone. And I was like, it's okay. I can talk to you. And he's like, no, I think I got this. Like, okay, we pull up. And she's like, name for the to-go order? And he's like, Brandon. She's like, Ian or Owen? And I was like, what? I was like, I'm not even high. Like, if he's high, he's fucking losing his mind right now. I was like, what the fuck?
He's like, Ian?
Who are you talking about?
She's like, he's like, what? She's like, is it Brandon with an Ian or an Owen?
Oh,
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah.
That's so.
Oh my
I know.
god!
Why would you make it so confusing? Just say with an E or an O.
I don't.
And then also, side note, why would you need to know that if it's just for? Are you Brandon? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I want my receipt to have my proper spelling. Excuse me, this says Brendan. I'm Brandon. Okay,
Right.
This isn't
I'm Brandon
Starbucks.
with your
We don't-
shit right
We
now.
don't write asshole on the cup. I mean,
Yeah, Ian.
oh god, that's
Ian now.
You're Ian or Owen.
Apparently I'm Owen because I would have said Owen.
Owen.
If you're Ian, I'm Owen. So.
Well, at least you would have been right without realizing you were right.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I guess technically you are Owen. So
Yeah.
You're Owen. I'm NE.
Thanks everyone for tuning in, and hope you all have a good rest of your Saturday. Cheers.
Cheers with the
God, that was
water,
wonderful
though.
glass.
Okay. Yeah.
Da, 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 da.